What is up, YouTube? Jersey Jules back, and today is Tuesday, August 1st, 2017. I am officially 3 or 4 days over my 5-month post-op period. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy done by Dr. Nicholas Bertha of the New Jersey Bariatric Institute. And what can I say? The man saved my life. He changed my life. I feel great. I owe tons of gratitude towards him and his staff. I owe a shit ton of gratitude towards all the YouTubers out there, Fighting 400, VSG King, a couple of, to name a few. I think Dr. Weiner or Wiener, whatever his name is, was another videos that I watched on YouTube. But I owe a shit ton of gratitude to those guys, those videos, and thank you guys. Thank you guys for putting out the content and helping me make the decisions I needed to make in my life to get to this point that I'm at today. And that is my goal with doing these videos. I know a couple of my friends make fun of me. Oh, your YouTube videos, whatever, dude. I'm here. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you, the viewer. Because if you're watching this video, you're probably obese like I was or am still. And you're probably looking for a way out or a solution. And if I could help just one person with their decision-making process and moving along in their journey to become a healthier, better version of you, because that's what it all is about, man. It's just becoming a healthier, better version of you. It's not about what you look like. It's about how you feel and how you live. It's a quality of life. And I can honestly say I feel fucking fantastic. I feel like I'm in my mid-20s again. My 30s kicked my ass. I felt like shit health-wise my entire 30s. First couple of years in my 40s, I'm 43 now. I felt like absolute shit. And I tell you, I feel great right now, man. I could keep up with 23-year-olds in the gym. I could probably keep up with a couple of 23-year-olds in the bedroom, but I'm pretty sure my wife would divorce me for that and take everything I had. And the backdrop you'd be seeing to this video would be a cardboard box under the overpass on Route 18. So we're not going to do that. But I could if I wanted to. That's all I'm saying, guys. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I could keep up with the 23-year-olds. So do yourself a favor and do something. It doesn't have to be surgery if that's not for you, but do something, because doing nothing is the alternative, and the alternative leads to an early grave and a really horrible quality of life. And the quality of my life has gotten much better. I feel great. I don't have as much inflammation and pain in my joints. I'm able to do shit that I couldn't do a couple of years ago. I was rock climbing on the 4th of July, with a couple of buddies. We went hiking. I was climbing some rocks, doing some stuff I couldn't do a couple of years ago. So it was just too heavy. I just couldn't do it. So big thank you to Dr. Bertha. Big thank you to all the YouTubers out there, the vloggers, bloggers, whatever. So let me update you on the stats. And then for the ladies, I'm going to show you my underwear. That's right. You're going to see my underwear, baby. So anyway, the stats. 293 pounds was the day before surgery. I was heavier than that. I was 314 at one point, but we're going to go with 293 because that's where I went into the surgery. That's the weight where I decided, fuck it, I had enough. I'm going to do the surgery and that's it. And that was the day before. 293, 38% body fat, 42 BMI, actually 43 BMI, somewhere around there, and like a 46, 47-inch waist. Today, as I sit here, 232 pounds. I officially cracked into the 23 point something body fat range. I'm down to the 32-ish percentile BMI, and I have a 38.5 waist, and none of my clothes fit me. So, what does that mean? That means I'm going to show you my underwear. You guys ready? I'm going to show you what I went from to what I'm wearing now, because this is the biggest drastic thing my wife laughs about all the time. So ready? I'm going to show you my underwear. Just kidding. You really think I'm going to pull my pants down on a YouTube video? Fuck out of here. So anyway, I hope there's no skid marks on these. But this is a 2XL pair of underwear that I was wearing. Boxer briefs. 2XL. Alright? Let me show you what I'm in now. Large. So let's do the comparison. So you can see how much of weight that I actually lost. Pretty impressive, huh? So I went from a 2XL down to a large in all my lower extremity clothing, my gym shorts, my underwear, my bathing suit, from 2XL to a large. So I was carrying a lot of weight in my legs and my ass that I didn't realize it. And I had a big ass, and that shows by those big ass underwear over there. But hey, I mean, if I could do this shit, if I could lose 60% of my excess body weight in only 5 months with not even really starving myself, I'm going to say I eat. I definitely eat. I eat anything I want. I could eat, spicy foods. I could eat tough foods, chewy, like you name it, sweets. If I want to have a little sweets once in a while, I have them. I just can't eat the volume of food that I used to eat. So if I could do this without being super, super strict, anybody could do this. I mean, seriously, like you owe it to yourself to at least look into this if you've tried everything in the past. If you've tried diet, exercise, and you just couldn't drop the weight and you're genetically obese, and this is probably your last option at living a good quality of life, you owe it to yourself to look into this surgery. At least go to a seminar, at least look into it, watch some videos, see what's up about it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was terrified. I backed out. Go back to my first video. I backed out 2 years ago. I felt horrible. I tried 3 times since to lose weight, and I wound up back on the operating table, just like my doctor said I would, because I wanted to do something in my life. I wanted to change my life. I wanted to change the quality of my life. I was afraid. I was afraid to do something so drastic. It seems so drastic on paper when you look at it, and when you look at what they're actually doing to your body. It seems so drastic. And I'm not going to lie, it is. It's permanent. It's permanent and it's drastic. But for some of us, that's exactly what we need. We need the drastic change. It's just, that's the path we need to take. I was overweight my whole life. As my first video says, I was overweight my whole life. I've tried everything. I dieted. I exercised. The only reason I didn't have diabetes and high cholesterol and blood sugar was because of the exercise. I just could not lose the weight. I couldn't limit the volume of the size of the portions I was eating. I was overeating. That's basically it. You eat too much food, you gain weight. That's simple. I mean, and now I'm eating better foods than I was, smaller quantities. I still eat like every 2 to 3 hours a day because I work out. I'm in the gym. I'm hungry. I do get hungry. So I do eat. I eat very, very, very small portions all day. So instead of eating a whole, I go to a barbecue, instead of eating a whole cheeseburger or 2 cheeseburgers, which is what I used to eat, like 2 cheeseburgers and a hot dog, I'm eating a half a cheeseburger. And I'm good. I'm stuffed. Maybe a bite or 2 of something else, I'm stuffed. And then 2 or 3 hours later, if I'm still there and I could pick on something, I want to try a little something, I still could, just a small amount, and I'm good. I could drink beer. I will go back to say, Fighting 400 did a video about that where he drank a beer on camera, and I could definitely drink a beer. In fact, I drank 2 one time, but I didn't eat as I was drinking. So I did have 2 beers at a party within a 3-hour period. So I was nursing them, but I have to drink them out of a glass. I can't. The bottle for some reason gives me way too much gas. But I can drink a beer. I could drink alcohol. It just hits me a little quicker. So yeah, I'm normal, man. If you're afraid of being abnormal and living an abnormal life and not being able to indulge in stuff again, don't be, because it's not like that. It's not like these horror stories of people, I can't even eat this, I can't even eat that. That's such a small percentage of people, and I feel most of that's in their head, unless they had a bad surgeon and things went wrong. Most of it's in their head. I could eat whatever. I could eat out with the wife and kids, and we can go out to eat. But I don't want to. That's the thing. It's not, eating at like these chain restaurants is not really good for me. I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good after eating that food. My ankles tend to swell. My feet swell from all the sodium and preservatives. I'm really hypersensitive to that now. So I tend to stay away from that or eat as little of it as possible. I will say we did go to Fish Taco yesterday down in Belmont, New Jersey, and this is going to sound like a commercial for Fish Taco, but if you're down in the Belmont, New Jersey area and you haven't tried Fish Taco, you need to try Fish Taco, and you need to get their buffalo calamari. Oh my God, delicious! It's friggin' delicious. But that food for me was good because it wasn't loaded with salt. It wasn't loaded with preservatives like these chain restaurants like Chili and Olive Garden and TGIF. It wasn't pre-made and preserved and shipped with all the shit. It's fresh food, and they make it right there, and it's a little bit on the blander side. And you have your salts, you add your salts, you add your salt or whatever you want to add. And it agreed with me. It was much better. I had some of the buffalo calamari, and I had a steak taco. One taco. I couldn't eat more than one. In fact, I choked down the last bite, which I probably shouldn't have. But that's the type of food you could eat once you do this. You can't really go to Wendy's and eat a triple cheeseburger because you're going to feel like absolute shit and you're probably going to throw up. And all the preservatives are going to make you feel like crap. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that. So that's that. Don't be afraid. I understand change is a permanent thing. It's a permanent change. You really can't be afraid of that. It's a change for the better. If you look at it that, it's a change for the better. My quality of life has gotten way, way better. I feel better. Obviously, I look better. I can move better. Just everything's just better. I have more energy. It's good shit. I wish I did it 2 years ago when I backed out, but I wasn't ready mentally. I wasn't in that spot, and you need to be in that spot. So the last thing I want to talk about is a little bit of hair loss. I know a lot of people, especially my hairdresser friends, said that they could tell people that have had the surgery that they lose hair. The hair's never the same, blah, 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 blah. My doctor told me you might experience a little hair loss. Just you need to be getting your protein in. Around 5-6 months you'll experience it, and it will come back. It will grow back. So I have noticed up here, what is that? A little bit of thinning in my hair, or front of my hair, and in my crown I do have a little bit of thinning. So I have noticed a little bit of hair thinning. Not really too concerned about it yet. I have started taking the biotin pills, the vitamins. I use a shampoo with biotin in it, and I have started taking a Rogaine product just to kind of stop this because I really don't want to lose my hair. I don't want to go from being fat with good hair to being thin with no hair. I mean, that'd be my luck. That's the trade-off. Now I'm skinny and bald. So I kind of like to keep whatever hair I have. I mean, my father, God bless his soul, he died after chemotherapy and suffering from cancer. He died with a full head of hair and a beard. I mean, so hair loss is not really in my family as far as my father's side. It does exist on my mother's side. So maybe I got all the bad genes from my mother's side. I don't know. We'll see. But, I still have decent hair. I'm letting it grow out. Like I said, I'm just a little concerned about this hairline coming up where I don't have 4 head. I'm starting to have 5 head, and it's getting a little thin in the front. So I have been treating that with the Rogaine and all the other products I mentioned. So nothing really to worry about just yet. But you probably will experience some hair loss, your vitamin deficiency. It just comes with the territory, man. Especially getting the learning curve is pretty rough, man. Learning the amounts of food you could eat, the types of foods you need to get in your body. So it's like one day you might not be able to get enough veggies, another day you might not be able to get enough protein. So you gotta figure out the balance. Like, all right, if I have my meat and then I have 1 or 2 bites of veggies, or if it might be a veggie you really like, you'll start with the veggies, then you can't get your meat. It takes a while to get used to that learning curve. And I noticed with me, first thing in the morning, I really don't want to eat. I'm not hungry first thing in the morning like I used to be. I will drink a protein shake on the way to work, a 30 grams protein shake. I'll make in the blender. I'll put my protein powder. I'll put my PB2 in there for flavor. I might sweeten it with a tablespoon of natural honey if I'm in the mood for a little extra sweetness. Some water, some ice cubes, blend it up. If I do that shake after the gym, I'll toss a banana in there just for the extra, for the blood sugars after the gym. But I will try to start the day with at least 30 grams of protein in my system, by 6 a.m. because I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m. for work, and I'm drinking that by 5 a.m. On the way to work. So I'll start the day off with 30 grams. I'm probably getting 90 to 110 grams a day on average of protein, and I'm probably taking in anywhere from 15 to 2,200 calories a day. I really don't keep strict track. I don't feel that's the way to go. Trying to live a normal life. If you're trying to do competition and get as low body fat as possible, yeah, you got to watch every meal, pack every meal prep, whatever. Listen, I just want to live a normal fucking life, man. I just want to be able to go somewhere with my kids and wife, and if we want to eat out, we eat out. If we don't, we don't. I just don't want to be thinking about food all the time. I don't want food being a major portion of my life. I just want to eat a little bit and be good and move on with myself and have fun and enjoy my quality of life. And that's the point I'm at now. I'm not obsessed with food like I was, and I don't want to go back there. I know a lot of you you don't understand, if you're not obese, the addiction to food. It is literally an addiction. It's like, I'd be eating breakfast and thinking about what I'm going to eat for lunch. It's just a mental thing. And you need to get past that mentally after the surgery too. Like, you need to adjust the types of food you're eating, why you're eating them, when you're eating them. Not to the extent you want to go crazy about it, unless you really do want to go crazy and be like 2% body fat, then sure, fine, whatever. But you do need to make certain adjustments to your diet. Like, if you were eating pastries for breakfast before, all right, so now you can eat a lot less pastries. That doesn't mean you should still eat the friggin' pastries. Switch to scrambled eggs. Switch to oatmeal with some granolas. Make healthier choices, and that's what it's about for me. Because now I know I can't get in as much food. So when I do get my food in, I want it to be really good food, and I want it to taste good, and I want it to be of good quality. Because I know, like, I don't want to waste a meal. Like, I don't want to waste that real estate. That precious real estate. Think of it like beachfront property, man. It's worth millions. I don't want to waste it on some shitty food. I want to waste it on something I enjoy. That's why I said that surf taco with that buffalo calamari. Oh my God, like, that was delicious. Like, that was worth the calories and the drive and everything. Just that little couple of bites, like maybe 6 bites of it I had, was worth it to me, because it was a good food. It wasn't really that terrible for me, and it hit the spot. And that's the type of food, that's the type of thing you're still gonna love food. You're gonna have a love-hate relationship with the food, but you need to adjust that in your mind. So I mean, don't be afraid, man. You're still gonna eat. You're gonna eat, normal foods, just less of it, and you're gonna want to make better choices. That's how it is. So I mean, I got nothing else for today. I mean, that's pretty much it. What I talk about. I talked about keeping up with 23-year-olds. I talked about I showed you my underwear. I'll give you one last shot of my underwear. That's a big set of drawers. That is a Hanes 2XL Comfort Flex. And we are down to these little sexy ass fucking bikini type underwear, half the size. My wife can't keep her fucking hands off me. She's smacking me in the ass every time I walk by. I tell you, I just want to walk around the house in just these little underwear, just so I get smacked in the ass. That's not a true story. I made all of that up. She doesn't smack me in the ass. I can't walk around in my underwear. She wants no part of that. That's made up. Sorry. So anyway, I'll see you guys probably another week or two. I'll make another video, a little progress, and maybe I'll have something more exciting or more interesting to talk about. But until then, Jersey Jules signing off.